This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Welcome to a brand new episode of You Special on NDTV Hindu. I'm Cuckoo Alex. With me are students who are learning to be filmmakers. And today we're looking at the power of movies. So let's start with you, Vikram.
Yes, mass media and that is cinema is the best way to convey a message to the people, to a large number of audience. And like for example, it always like children, for example, if they go to a movie, they actually believe that's the truth. And like if a person dies in the movie and they see it somewhere else on the TV and so they'll ask their parents, this guy died in the movie that day. What happened? How come he comes back to life? And they believe that's how the world works.
Okay, it affects children too much, you're saying. Okay, yeah.
Power of movies, talking about power of movies, we have a term in our film technology. It's willing suspension of disbelief. What that means is when we go watch a movie, we willingly suspend we know that thing shown there is not true, but still for those 3 hours or for those 2 hours in the movie hall, we just suspend our disbelief that is not true. So that's what actually works. We know that that's a lie, that's a fake thing shown there, and they specify it also before the starting of the movie, but still people cry, people laugh, people feel sad, people feel happy according to the actors' reactions, and people have favorite actors, people love them. We can see in Tamil Nadu, in many regional places, for the regional films, there are lots and lots of fan followings. People pray Rajnikant here, he's a god. This is what power of movies is all about. It can spread, you can spread any message, you can do whatever you want with a movie.
So are you in a sense saying that these movies are what make the big stars? Do they create the big stars, or do the stars create the big movies?
No, movies actually create big stars. When movies were started, first movies were started, then stars evolved. Without movies, there are no stars at all.
I highly disagree with that, because the basic stars are created by the people, not the movies or the by themselves, not by the director. As in, for example, there's been a show where even Rajnikant has said, it's not me, it's just you audience who created it. Because the director can show a person coming in 3 different colors, but you to respect him as a mass hero depends on the person's attraction and the perspective of the audience. If the audience accepts it, that's how it goes. Okay.
The movie, I want to make you understand that, the movie is something, for instance, in India, and I found that almost every house have a television set. Now, and most of the stars are known by these people because they watch the movie on the television set. A majority of them may not have the opportunity or the money to go to cinema. Now, it is from this, from the movies, the people watch there and they say, this is my star. Also, the money the stars make in movie, they cannot make it on stage. Yeah, do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Now, that is by the way. The second issue, where the major point here is the power of movie. Through movie, informations are fast. Through movies, lives are transformed. And through movies, also, lives are destroyed. I will back up my points. Through movies, there are good movies that when you watch them, they have impact on you. They recreate you. So you find that most youths, when they watch these movies, they will redress from such life. And also some of these sexy movies have negative influence on our youths. And you can see now, movie have great power. So I will advise that most of our directors who are showing movies should show movies that will influence our society positively and not negatively, because movie is a tool that influences people much. You, for instance, can organize a gathering, people will not come, but when you say that is a movie.
Right, but when a movie is made, I don't think the director is thinking all the time that I need to spread a message or I need to put something forward, I need to better society. His aim is his creative satisfaction, right?
No. That is the wrong idea they have. I believe that for you to be a director who wants to shoot a film, one, you should have that in mind, that you are influencing the society. If that's just an idea you want to show, everybody has an idea. And this society is something that we are easily influenced by information and things we'll see. So I think they should put up things that will influence the society, help the society. Let me give you, for instance, I think one of the movies I love very, very much is this Aparajito. It shows of how the poor suffer and the rich are encouraged and
actually, you are wrong at the fact that directors are spreading negative effect to the audience. They never spread negative effect.
I'm not saying they are spreading. I'm just trying to say some of the movies which have negative impact influence people, because movie has a power.
Yeah.
The things you watch will easily remain in you for long than what you are told.
Yeah, so the director very well knows that, right?
Yeah.
The director very well knows that. So
I'm just trying to put up a suggestion or an advice.
Yeah, that's correct. That's very correct. But some people, Paul, you are not wrong, but some people take it as a wrong thing that the director is showing negative things. You know, children should not, before the trend was when some sexual content or something related to some sexual disease or something like that is shown on the TV, parents, they said that children just go out of the room. But that is not correct. These days, children should be given sexual education, and they are given. So sometimes director play this prank that they give all these sexual content in the films, and they try to attract more audience. But that's somewhat wrong. But sometime it's needed. Some way it's needed. Some way also it spreads a good message.
I have a point to make. Its influence on society. I have 2 points to make. First one, it spoils youngsters in a few ways. Like say, earlier Rajnikant movies had him taking a cigarette out of his mouth, and all that surely had an impact. Today, like 1 out of every 10 youngsters smokes. He smokes because he thinks that's heroic.
Media do influence the audiences. Since it is a media, it's a mass visual communication. Yeah. Since it obviously will affect, will have an effect on audiences. Since after watching the superhero movies of someone, after Krish or as a Shaktiman or something, the children they didn't even know. They're just trying to enact, replicate that. They're gonna jump. They're gonna start jumping from a building. It did
happen in Shaktiman.
Yeah,
a child died.
Yeah, one child died.
That Shaktiman is true. He jumped and he screamed, "Shaktiman, please save my life." He died.
He just called his name, Shaktiman, do save my life. And recently, after watching the movie Krish, again it started. Again the thing is going on. And we cannot say that it is just for watching the movie City of God, and it is a total thing is about terrorism. And if someone is watching the movie, that movie, and they will think that terrorism is such a good thing. Yeah. We can also get involved into these things. It is not that difficult to do these things.
Okay, so clearly movies have a lot of power, but do they actually have the power to create a change in society? That's what we'll be looking at in the next segment. Come right back.